Hello students of class 12. I am going to perform that second experiment of your titration. The name of the experiment is to find the molecular strength of KMnO4 by using M by 50 of jellic acid. In the last practical class we have done M by 20 of jellic acid. And today we are going to use M by 50 oxalic acid solution. Actually, oxalic acid solution M by 50, how much required in 1 liter and 250 ml we must know. So for preparation of M by 50 oxalic acid, we require molar mass of oxalic acid is 126 gram per mole. M by 50, so that divided by 50, and we have to prepare 250 ml, that's why 250 by 1000. So 0.63 gram of oxalic acid is required in 250 ml water. So after preparing oxalic acid solution, we must go the procedure how to perform that experiment. So actually, titration is the process of finding a strength of one solution by using a strength of other solution whose strength is known. So we have two solutions, oxalic acid solution whose strength we know that much is there, and one is KMnO4 solution whose strength we not know. So that's why titration is required. So we have to use oxalic acid of this strength, and you have to find a strength of KMnO4 solution. That's why in the burette you have to fill KMnO4 solution, and in the conical flask you have to take oxalic acid solution 20 ml by pipette. Okay? The next step of the practical, generally external want to know, next step is the theory of the experiment. Theory is the mirror of whole experiment. In theory, you can explain the whole experiment. For example, I am telling you theory of this experiment. By using titration method, we can find molarity of the KMnO4. And after knowing molarity, we can find a strength by this formula. A strength equals to molar mass. Molar mass of KMnO4 is 158. And molarity we are going to find. So first of all, you must know how to write the burette reading. Burette reading writing is this format. Experiment number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however experiment you want to do. That is the initial reading from where we start to do the experiment. This is the final reading where that color will come. And the final reading minus initial reading, that is difference. And the difference which will come at least 3 times is concordant reading. So you have to find initial reading, final reading, and final reading minus initial reading, that is difference, and you do that experiment at least 4 or 5 times, and the difference which will come at least 3 times is called concordant reading. After knowing concordant reading, we have to find the molarity by using calculation. Calculation formula is the reaction between KMnO4 and oxalic acid is here. 2 MnO4 minus plus 5 C2O4 2 minus. This is done in acidic medium. So that's why 16H plus acidic medium, that's why. It's give 2 Mn2 plus 5 CO2 plus 8 H2O. But we need that one. You have to see 2 moles of KMnO4 reacts with 5 moles of oxalic acid. So reaction between KMnO4 and oxalic acid ratio ratio is 2 by 5. So when we use M1V1 formula, the formula will be that one, MKMnO4 into VKMnO4 by M oxalic into V oxalic equals to 2 by 5. From there, MKMnO4 we not know, VKMnO4 what will be the concordant reading, that experiment part is left. M oxalic acid we have M by 50, that is 1 by 50, and V oxalic acid whatever volume we are taking by the pipette, so 20 ml pipette, so V oxalic will be 20. So by using this formula, we can find molarity of the KMnO4. Everything given except molarity. So molarity is blank. I have not written that molarity. After getting the reading only, we write that molarity. And after knowing molarity, we can find the strength by using this formula. So let's move about the procedure of this experiment. Procedure of this experiment is, first of all, fill the burette after rinsing by KMnO4 solution. And you must see that no air bubble in the burette. And then take 20 ml of oxalic acid in the conical flask by using pipette. Since this experiment is done in acidic medium, so please add 1 test tube of dilute H2SO4 in that oxalic acid. And this is oxalic acid, so it required heating. Please not forget to heat the solution to 60 to 70 degrees C. If the temperature will be less than 60, then reaction speed will be so slow that before reaction it will be brown and color will not obtain. And if temperature will be more than 70 degrees C, then it will be oxidized and the color will not come decompose into CO2. So 60 to 70, if you cannot understand that temperature, you can use thermometer also. But heating is required in oxalic acid. And after heating, you should titrate it against KMnO4. I will show you in the experiment. KMnO4, take initial reading, take final reading, and take concordant reading. Thank you very much. I am going towards that experiment part now. Thank you. Welcome back, students. Now, as I told, 0.63 gram of oxalic acid is required. So you can see that is 0.63 gram of oxalic acid. We have taken 0.63 gram of oxalic acid, and now we are giving it in the 250 ml solution. So that will be required. That is the solution of oxalic acid. So you should convert that solution after dissolving in a beaker. For your sake of simplicity, take in the beaker, that is oxalic acid solution. Take in the beaker, oxalic acid solution. This is the pipette. Here mark is given. Actually we have two types of pipette. One is 20 ml pipette and one is 10 ml pipette. This is 20 ml pipette where mark is given. That is also an art in the practical to take 20 ml solution. So this is 20 ml solution. Up to the mark you have to take. If you know that this is very simple, not simple. So 20 ml solution I have taken, should be no air bubble, so wait, taken. Now convert that solution in the conical flask. In the conical flask, it's taken. Slowly, you have to give some time. This is chemistry practical. So, since we have to finish this experiment in acidic medium, that's why H2SO4 is required. So, one full test tube of H2SO4 is required. So this is a dilute H2SO4. A full test tube of dilute H2SO4 I have taken. Because you can see the equation also, this is done in the acidic medium. So take H2SO4 in the oxalic acid. So what I have taken here, 20 ml of oxalic acid plus 1 full test tube of 4N H2SO4, and then it should be heated by using wire gauge. That will be easier. That should be heated, and it should be heated up to 60 and 70 degrees C. Boys and girls, it will be a problem for you, but you can use thermometer also. It's almost 60 to 70 degrees C. After heating, actually on the burner up to 1 minute, it will be 60 to 70 degrees C. So take up heating, continue till it reaches up to 60 to 70 degrees C. A question can be asked, why oxalic acid is heated, not Mohr salt? Because oxalic acid solution will give the correct value after heating also. And without heating it can be brown and you cannot take the reading. So it's almost 60 to 70 degrees C hot now. Now this is the burette. Its initial reading already 0. It increases here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 50. If you can see, here is the 0 mark. So your initial reading is 0. And here is the 50 mark. So the color of this solution after titrating it with against KMnO4 will be light pink. Then you will stop that burette like that. So that is the most vital part. Slowly and slowly you have to give time. It should be permanent pink color. So it looks like pink, but it's not permanent pink. It will be dissolved after few seconds. So permanent pink color is required, and you have to give time. Drop wise you give, otherwise you cannot get that accurate value. You have to give time. It will give permanent pink color. So color is changing, now it's changed. See, this is permanent pink color. This is permanent pink color, and the reading of the burette now is 8. So this 8 is the final reading of the burette. When permanent pink color came, see the final reading of the burette, it's 8. So 8 is the final reading of the burette. Now, this experiment, throw it, take a fresh one again, and the initial reading now will be 8 for the next experiment. So that experiment must be repeated at 5 times. And every time you have to write that initial reading and final reading, and the reading, the difference which will appear 5 times is called concordant reading. Now I am going to put that one on the board. You can see initial reading was 0, final reading is 8, difference is 8. Suppose in second experiment, initial reading is 8, final reading is 16, difference is 8, initial reading is 16, final reading is 24, difference is 8. So you can see difference 3 times become the same. So 4, 5 times maybe same, we don't know, but the concordant reading will be 8. This is very important. So everything depends upon that concordant reading. Put that concordant reading here. So that is 8. That is you have to find. So now MKMnO4 will be 1 by 50. So molarity of the KMnO4 that part K 1 by 50. And the strength is, molar mass of KMnO4 is 158 and molarity is 1 by 50. So that will come, I am writing here, 3.16 gram per liter. 3.16 gram. This is a strength. So molarity is 1 by 50 m and the strength is 3.16 gram per liter. That is the end of this experiment. Now I suggest you to repeat yourself, do that study, do the experiment. Thank you very much. All the best.